What do you get when a woman loves horses, champions the horse community, and dreams of riding along Michigan's beaches? You get today's guest, Jenny Cook. She is the unstoppable force behind riding on Lake Michigan and making that dream come true.
Welcome to Coffee with Steve and Margot. I'm Steve Drake.
And I'm Margot Drake. Good morning, Jenny Cook.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here, Steve and Margot and everyone. Such a great opportunity. Thank you for providing this platform to celebrate West Michigan and everything that makes West Michigan great.
Well, Jenny, tell us exactly what you do and your favorite thing about West Michigan.
All right. Well, I am one of your Michigan Horse Trails representatives. And so I represent horses, people with horses, and horse trails. And we work with the public land managers, both the U.S. Forestry and the Department of Natural Resources. And we work with the volunteer friends groups that keep all the horse trails open across Michigan. And so what I love about West Michigan is that we have these amazing natural resources that make it perfect for horseback riding. I feel some of the best horseback riding in the world. And that is because of our fresh water. We're surrounded by these amazing Great Lakes, the rivers and inland lakes, and horses, they run on grass and fresh water. So it's a key element that we need. But also we have the also abundant trees, and which produce oxygen for exercising and the shade. And our sandy soils are the perfect terrain for horses too. So we have many elements here in West Michigan that make horseback riding, I think, the best in the world.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jenny, I have full body goosebumps, and we have some great visuals that I would love to get up on the screen to better explain what you're talking about.
All right.
And as these play, I just want to give a shout out to Summer Stephen and her daughter Mercedes Rietzma, and they let me borrow their horse. They're two horses actually, Eclipse and Sugar, and also Carmen Dahlhoff, who let me, and that's your friend you connected me with. She let me borrow her horse named Sable. So I want to say thank you, ladies. You made my dream come true of riding on the beach. So Jenny, tell us what we're looking at here.
Yeah, well, this is something really special. It was 10 years in the making. And basically, I've grown up on Lake Michigan shoreline, always loved it. I knew it was therapeutic, and I always have loved horses too. And so I wanted to bring those two loves together, like riding horses on the beach. We've seen it in commercials and in some movies, but I wanted to experience that. And there was nowhere to do that in Michigan. I actually went to Mexico and experienced there, and I thought, we can do this in Michigan. And so came back home and researched and found out that the Department of Natural Resources had miles of shoreline at certain parks. And so I went to Lansing and took my girls along, and I have two daughters who've helped me all along the way, and Jenna Cook and Lindsay Cook. And we went and did a presentation, and we invited the DNR to come and experience it, and we provided rides to the department, and that sold them. And basically they went back and behind all those closed doors and gave a great review, and we had more pilot rides until now it's a declared season. So we changed the management plan, yay! So at Silver Lake State Park, it's north of Muskegon and south of Ludington. For the month of November, we are able to ride across the sand dunes and ride on 3 miles of Lake Michigan shoreline. And when you come there and back, it ends up being like an 8.5-mile ride. So it's really special. And we're so thankful that we can have public opportunity for riding our horses on the shoreline.
That's awesome.
That is incredible. I am teary.
The fact that you stuck with it for all that time and didn't just give up and you press forward, it's a testament to who you are and how much you love what you do.
Yes, I want to point that out. She went to work for all of us, for a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
decade.
Well, it was really, you know, if you find something that you love and you know it's healthy and natural, you just can't keep that to yourself. You just want everyone else to enjoy it too. And it just has been my pleasure to see all the smiles and to see everyone so happy and having their dreams come true also. And that's why when this happened, I wanted to make sure that this was on public land and this was, we were publicly welcomed. And because I just wanted to make sure that we did it right. And so it could be a lasting idea and it can be part that so many people can enjoy and hopefully for generations to come. So we're very, very excited.
That's awesome. What a great model you are to your two girls who are grown now, but that's a great lesson to see their mom do that.
This is such an amazing episode because you are a woman that is impacting West Michigan and Michigan, and your daughters are watching it. You are a leader, you are a visionary, and you're so humble and you act like it's no big deal, but you have been working on this for so long. And one of the stories that you shared with me the first day that we met, which was in some of those pictures, was you were sitting in a vet's office, I believe, and you saw a magazine. And on that magazine, there was a shoreline ride on one of the coasts. I can't remember if it was the East Coast or the West Coast or maybe even Mexico, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that was in 2014. It was the Horse Illustrated magazine. And I just happened to bring my little bunny to a vet visit. And I'm like, and I see this magazine and they have Ride Your Horse on the Beach. And then inside that article, inside that magazine, there was an article that listed all the different places where you could ride your horse on the beach on the Atlantic and the Pacific. So I researched all those places, called them up, asked them their best practices, and just, took all the little, nuggets from each place of what we can do. And that helped me to have confidence and knowledge of how we can get this done in Michigan, because we have freshwater, so a little bit different, and we don't have as much tide going in and out. So we had a little bit different elements to work with, but it was actually better, I think, than saltwater, because of course it's helping the horses. They take the drink and they love Lake Michigan. So that magazine really was helped me have a lot of confidence and to research from that. So I was really glad. It was like fate or something. I was like, I wanted to ride the shoreline it was a childhood dream, but then I was like, how do I even get it done? And then having that article really helped me a lot. And then going to Mexico, experiencing it, going like, yes, this could happen. And then I just want to do it with my own horses. So that would even be better. And so it just really, every time everything happened, it was sometimes just a little inch forward. And sometimes I fell back 2 steps, but I celebrated that little inch. And I want to encourage everyone, whatever you're doing and whatever you're working on, just celebrate even the smallest win. And that's going to give you momentum to keep on going. And even though you fell backwards and you're like, you have to revisit things and take another perspective and look at things from a different angle, celebrate those wins. And that's going to give you the encouragement for longevity of completing the goal.
Oh my God, lady, you're something else.
No,
Seriously.
you were gonna love her.
That's awesome.
Hey.
So many gold nuggets. And I want to personally thank you because it has been my dream to ride on a beach my entire life. And for my 5th birthday, we tried to do it in Malibu and we could never find the barn. And so I shared that with you on our very first ride a few years ago, that you are making my dreams come true.
Okay.
Also, and so many other people by making your dream come true.
Yeah, that's
Incredible is that, and you are truly creating lasting legacy here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. It's just been like I said, every time that the momentum went forward, I really felt like it was a gift from God that he wanted this to happen. And so I just was, okay, we're gonna keep plugging away at it. And the other thing that has happened is that we have now developed the Michigan Horse Trails Directory and the Michigan Horse Trails Association. And so we recognized there was many riders out there who were looking to get organized. And we now understand that there's over 50 volunteer friends groups across Michigan. And we donate with materials and efforts over $1 million every year. so we can keep horse-friendly trails open on public lands. And so that is really great. So we just want to give a shout out to all of our volunteers. And yeah, there's so many of them, and they go out there and they trim up the trees, and we've had a lot of storms and ice storms and things like that. And so we keep on getting the trails open. There's not a lot of appropriations for Michigan horse trails. And so it's a lot of volunteer work. And so we're just really happy that we are all pulling in the same direction. We all had the same goal. We know how healthy and good horseback riding is, and we want to make sure it's, you know, available for everyone. And if you don't have a horse, we just want you to look at the Michigan Horse Trails directory, because there are horse rentals available throughout the state, and it's all organized by region. So we have several in West Michigan. So if you don't have a horse, you can go out and ride a horse. You could probably rent one for $35 or $40, and you can have your own horse for an hour and go see if you like it, because there's a lot of healing qualities that happen when you're even near a horse. Even if you don't want to ride, being in close proximity of a horse, actually there's so many healthy benefits for yourself when you're by a natural creature like that. So we encourage you to get out there and ride.
Holy cow, they're so lucky to have you. You're a great spokesperson, that's for sure.
And when I said that you were an unstoppable force, it sounds like you are forceful, and you are not, but you are relentless in your pursuit of this dream of you've wrapped your arms around the horse community, and you're organizing us. I'm going to include, even though I don't have a horse, I'm including myself in that because I've always loved horses. And I used to read Horse Illustrated also. I used to get that magazine all the time. You've just wrapped your arms around a community, and you're organizing. And thank you from all of us. Thank you for that. And also pointing out, if you don't have a horse, where you can go. I told you this episode would be over in a blink, and it is. So I definitely want to get your contact information up on the screen for anyone that wants more information on the Michigan Horse Trail Association. Go to Michigan Horse Trails with an S, MichiganHorseTrailsAssociation.com. You can scan the QR code, or you can email at MichiganHorseTrails with an S @gmail.com. There's 3 different groups on Facebook that you can join. Jenny, you want to tell them what those groups are?
Sure, it's the Michigan Horse Trails Association, as you see here, the Michigan Horse Trails Directory, which will also list all the places where you can ride or rent a horse. And then also the Michigan Shoreline Horse Friends has more details, but everything is on the association page. So you can find it all right there. And yeah, so happy to be here today. And let's just celebrate West Michigan. Get out there, get outside, enjoy some nature, and you'll feel better.
You are
that's
so
awesome.
true.
You're here.
So by chasing your dream, it doesn't just change your life, you're changing others' lives as well. And that is just such a beautiful gift that you have given us. If you are watching on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss an episode.
And if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, do the same, hit the follow button so you can stay in the loop on all things West Michigan.
Thank you so much, Jenny.
My pleasure. Thank you.
job.
Have a
Appreciate
great day,
you.
everyone.